America's Pop Culture Trivia Show.
Check it out.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. With Joe Parisi.
Welcome into episode 120 of America's Pop Culture Trivia Show. My name is Joe Parisi. I've prepared 3 fast-paced rounds of pop culture trivia for you. 7 questions in each round with just 5 seconds between questions for you to think of the answers. After the final question in each round, we'll go right back through everything you were just asked and tell you all of the answers. Today, round 1 is going to be a television round. Round 2 will be music, in particular, songs that are turning 20 years old here in 2022. And then round 3 will be movies, in particular, horror films from the 80s. Good luck. Now let's play.
Round 1.
Round 1 is the television round. Here we go. Question 1. What actress played Leslie Knope on Parks and Recreation? Question 2. This actress played 2 long-running television characters: Nurse Jackie Payton on the show Nurse Jackie and Carmela Soprano on The Sopranos. Name the actress. Question 3. On the show Scrubs, Donald Faison played a character named Dr. Chris what? What was this character's last name? Question 4. The TV series Alf ran from 1986 to 1990. On the show, Alf lived with the Tanner family. The wife and mother of the family was named Kate. The kids were Brian and Lynn. What was the dad's name on the show? Question 5. On what series did actor Ben Schwartz play a character named Jean-Ralphio Saperstein? Question 6. From 1985 to 1992, MacGyver was a character on television played by what actor? Question 7. The Golden Girls was a show about 4 older women who shared a home in Miami, Florida. I'm going to name 3 of the 4 ladies. I'm asking you to name the one that is missing. Blanche, Sophia, Rose, and who? And look at that. We've already got 1 round complete. Let's check those answers and see how you score after our first 7 questions. Question number 1. What actress played Leslie Knope on Parks and Recreation? That is Amy Poehler. Question 2. This actress played 2 long-running television characters: Nurse Jackie Payton on the show Nurse Jackie and Carmela Soprano on The Sopranos. Name that actress. That is Edie Falco. Question 3. On the show Scrubs, Donald Faison plays a character named Dr. Chris what? What was this character's last name? Turk. Question 4. The TV series Alf ran from 1986 to 1990. Alf lived with the Tanner family. The wife and mother of the family was named Kate. The kids were Brian and Lynn. What was the dad's name on this show? Willie Tanner. Question number 5. On what series does actor Ben Schwartz play a character named Jean-Ralphio Saperstein? Parks and Recreation. Ben Schwartz is a hilarious actor. He's actually the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog in that most recent Sonic movie from 2022, the one that had Jim Carrey in it. Ben Schwartz, Jean-Ralphio, is the voice of Sonic. Question number 6. From 1985 to 1992, MacGyver was a character on television played by what actor? Richard Dean Anderson. And question 7. The Golden Girls was a show about 4 older women who shared a home in Miami, Florida. I'm going to name 3 of those 4 ladies. You tell me which one is missing. The ones I told you: Blanche, Sophia, Rose. The one that was missing: Dorothy. Dorothy is the character that was played by B. Arthur.
Round 2.
Round number 2 on this episode is our music round, and today we're focusing in on songs that, believe it or not, turn 20 years old in 2022. So we're talking specifically about songs that were released in 2002. So get yourself ready. Travel back in time. What were you doing in life? Where were you living? What hairstyle did you have? Were you in school? Where were you working? 2002. Here we go. Question number 1. I miss Mayberry, sitting on the porch drinking ice-cold cherry Coke, where everything is black and white. What country music group gave us the song Mayberry? Question 2. In the summer of 2002, this band released an album called Busted Stuff that featured the songs Gray Street, Bartender, and Where Are You Going? Name the band. Question 3. The 2002 pop album Let Go became the best-selling album by a Canadian artist in the 21st century. It featured the singles I'm With You, Skater Boy, and Complicated. Name the artist. Question 4. The 2002 piano-driven pop single 1,000 Miles was the debut single for what pop singer? Question 5. All the Things She Said is a song from 2002 released by what female Russian music duo? What was the name of that group? Question 6. The Eminem song Sing for the Moment samples an Aerosmith song. What Aerosmith song does it sample? And question number 7. Don't Know Why was the 2002 breakout hit from this artist's album, Come Away With Me. The song would end up winning multiple Grammys. Name the artist. All right, guys, we are halfway through this episode already. Let's check your answers for these 7 music questions, all from 2002. Question number 1. I miss Mayberry, sitting on the porch drinking ice-cold cherry Coke, where everything is black and white. What country music group gave us the song Mayberry? That is Rascal Flatts. Question 2. In the summer of 2002, this band released an album called Busted Stuff that happened to feature the songs Gray Street, Bartender, and Where Are You Going? Name the band. That is Dave Matthews Band. Question 3. The 2002 pop album Let Go became the best-selling album by a Canadian artist in the 21st century. It features the singles I'm With You, Skater Boy, and Complicated. Name the artist. Avril Lavigne. Question 4. The 2002 piano-driven pop single 1,000 Miles was the debut single for what pop singer? Vanessa Carlton. Vanessa Carlton says that song, 1,000 Miles, was inspired by a crush she had on a Juilliard student who later became a very famous actor. Who could that be? Question number 5. All the Things She Said is a song from 2002 released by what female Russian music duo? That was that group Tattoo. Question number 6. The Eminem song Sing for the Moment samples an Aerosmith song. What Aerosmith song does it sample? The answer is 1973's Dream On. And question 7. The song Don't Know Why was the 2002 breakout hit from this artist's album, Come Away With Me. The song would end up winning multiple Grammy Awards. Name the artist. That is Norah Jones. So my fun little thing about that Norah Jones song, Don't Know Why, is that I contend to this day that I was the first radio DJ in St. Louis, on the St. Louis airwaves, to play that song. And it was, back in 2002, I was doing a middle-of-the-night electronic music show on this station. It's a community radio station called KDHX that's still around. And I was playing electronic music, so this song obviously didn't fit, but I wanted to play it so bad. I just thought it was so cool. So when my show was over at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I just played it. Just queued up the CD, played it, and when the song was over, a couple little public service announcements played, and then the next guy came in and started his show. But that was my little thing, as I was the first one in St. Louis to ever play that song, because all the other stations were commercial stations, and none of them had picked it up yet. It wasn't for a couple weeks later.
Round 3.
Round 3 is all about movies, in particular horror movies from the 1980s. Even if you're not a big horror movie person, I kept it pretty mainstream on these, so everybody's got a fighting chance here. Here we go. Question 1. From 1984, the first installment in this long-running franchise. It starred Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon, Robert Englund, and in his feature film debut, Johnny Depp. Name the film. Question number 2. From 1987, written and directed by Clive Barker, the main antagonist of this franchise is known as Pinhead. Name the film. Question 3. Based on a Stephen King story that was originally published in Penthouse magazine in the late 1970s. This film was released in 1984 and is set in the fictional town of Gatlin, Nebraska. One of the memorable characters in this film was named Malachi Boardman. Name the film. Question 4. A 1986 sci-fi horror comedy slasher film that focuses on 3 security robots that turn maniacal and go on a killing spree, killing teenage employees inside of a shopping mall after dark. Name the film. Question 5. Following the popularity of Gremlins, several other creature horror films began popping up in the 1980s. One such film was released in 1985. A young man and his girlfriend move into an old mansion home where he becomes possessed by a desire to control ancient demons. Eraserhead star Jack Nance appears in this film as a character named Wolfgang. Name the film. Question 6, from 1980. A family heads to an isolated hotel for the winter, where a sinister presence influences the father into violence, while his psychic son sees horrific forebodings from both past and future. Name the film. And question number 7. This one also from 1980. A group of camp counselors trying to reopen a summer camp called Crystal Lake, which has a grim past, are stalked by a mysterious killer. Name the film. And there we have it, guys. That's going to do it for round number 3. Let's check your final 7 answers. If to this point you are sitting at 14 out of 14, good for you. Even if you're at 7 out of 14, good for you. Some of these questions are tough. Question number 1, here we go. From 1984, the first installment in this long-running franchise. It starred Heather Langenkamp, John Saxon, Robert Englund, and in his feature film debut, Johnny Depp. Name the film. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Question 2, from 1987, written and directed by Clive Barker. The main antagonist of this franchise is known as Pinhead. Name that film. That is Hellraiser. I'm not super familiar with the Hellraiser franchise, but I guess Pinhead is also known as Lead Conobite and the Hell Priest. So that's the Hellraiser franchise. Question 3, based on a Stephen King story that was originally published in Penthouse magazine in the late 1970s, this film was released in 1984 and set in the fictional town of Gatlin, Nebraska. One of the memorable characters in this film was named Malachi Boardman. Name that film. That is Children of the Corn. Courtney Gaines is the actor that played Malachi. Courtney Gaines is also the actor who played one of my favorite characters, Hans Klopek in The Burbs. Question number 4. A 1986 sci-fi horror comedy slasher film that focuses on 3 security robots that turn maniacal and go on a killing spree, killing teenage employees inside of a shopping mall after dark. Name that film. That movie is called Chopping Mall. Get it? Like shopping mall, but chopping mall. If you've seen that movie or if you're familiar with it, they filmed it mostly inside the Sherman Oaks Galleria, which is out in California. Same mall that they filmed the mall shots, the interior mall shots for Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Question 5. Following the popularity of Gremlins, several other creature horror films began popping up in the 1980s. One such film was released in 1985. It's about a young man and his girlfriend who move into an old mansion home where he becomes possessed by a desire to control ancient demons. Eraserhead star Jack Nance appears in this film as a character named Wolfgang. Name that film. That is Ghoulies. Question 6 from 1980. A family heads to an isolated hotel for the winter, where a sinister presence influences the father into violence, while his psychic son sees horrific forebodings from both past and future. Name that film. That is The Shining. And question 7. Also from 1980, a group of camp counselors try to reopen a summer camp called Crystal Lake, which has a grim past. And they're stalked by a mysterious killer. Name the film. That would be Friday the 13th. So how'd you do? I had some easy ones in there. I purposely snuck some in there that I thought were very easy to kind of get some momentum going for you. So I hope those worked. Anyway, love hearing from you guys. Always appreciate you guys shooting me messages telling me where you're listening to the show, how you discovered the show, what have you. You can message me through my voiceover company website, which is joeparisivoiceover.com. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My handle is at Joe Parisi VO, as in Joe Parisi voiceover, at Joe Parisi VO. So, hey, thank you so much for listening, guys. I'll go make up some more questions and put together another one of these, and we'll get together again real soon.
America's Pop Culture Trivia Show with Joe Parisi.